What is up, everyone? It's KillerShrewFan here, and I am very excited to be doing yet another Jurassic World review for you today. The reason I am excited is because a week from the time of recording this video will be the official worldwide release of Jurassic World Fallen Kindgom. It has been a long wait, but I am very excited. I have seen reviews, early reviews coming in, and they seem to be, they're mixed as I expected them to be. But it sounds like there's a lot of good to be expected in this film, and so I am totally pumped for next week. And in celebration of that, we are going to do things a little bit differently than we have been doing it. I feel like, in anticipation for Jurassic World Fallen Kindgom, I want to bring you, yes you, more reviews leading up to the release. So for the next few days, I will be reviewing the bigger, the more exciting, the more interesting, the more eye-catching stuff that Mattel has given us for the Jurassic World toy line. We're still going to kind of start out small and then just kind of work our way upwards, but that doesn't mean it's not any of it's going to be exciting. We have got some very exciting figures to look at, many of which I got day one of their release. Like day one, I went out and got these, and I have just been waiting to take them out of the box and look at them for myself and for you guys, but now that starts. So without further ado, let's bring in today's figure. It is the Legacy Collection Extreme Chompin' Tyrannosaurus Rex from Mattel. Now, this is our second Legacy lineup that we will be taking a look at. These are exclusive to Target here in the United States, and it is our very first T-Rex that we will be reviewing from the Jurassic World Fallen Kindgom lineup. So we are very excited, as you can well imagine. So without further ado, let's do this. So if we take a look at the packaging art here, you can see the Jurassic World Legacy Collection logo. I love the amber color, kind of reminds me of the amber that they find the dinosaur DNA in. Love that subtle reference that Mattel slipped in there. You can see Rexy herself roaring from a bunch of ferns. They use the Jurassic World iteration of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I feel like it's just too new for something that was so retro and throwback in nature. I mean, you know, it would have been awesome if they could have gotten some of the original concept art that Crash McGarry, or whatever his name was, did for Jurassic Park and put that on the box. I know they probably couldn't do something like that, but a guy could dream. That would have been so cool. Across the bottom, you can see the Extreme Chompin' Tyrannosaurus Rex next to a diagram of the action feature itself, and then the backdrop of the box is the original gates from Jurassic Park lit by the torchlight, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And in the top right corner, I know it's a little washed out, but you've got a push button logo so you can try this action feature out in store, and I know the Gaming Beaver already used that sort of it reference there, but I loved it so much I had to include it, and I have no shame. The side of the box features a lovely head-on look at Rexy looming over the Legacy Collection logo once again. Again, I love the amber colors that they worked in here. Absolutely beautiful, and I mean, just look at that head-on. That is so cool, seeing Rexy looming over that like that. Absolutely genius design from Mattel on that. The back of the box features a lovely diagram of the T-Rex squaring off against Alan Grant, who is holding the flare, and you see all sorts of logos there. You see head and neck articulation, gigantic bite, Tyrannosaurus Rex, all that good stuff. Once again, we have the Jurassic World Legacy Collection logo in the top left corner, along with a reminder to download the Jurassic World Facts app to get in on the digital action of Jurassic World by scanning the QR code on your dinosaur's foot. The bottom left corner features other dinosaurs and humans available in the Wave 1 Legacy lineup. You've got a Pachycephalosaurus, Baby T-Rex, Dr. Alan Grant, and Robert Muldoon, all of which are available now. Here is a better look at that diagram, and once again you can see the head and neck articulation, gigantic bite, all that good stuff, and a lovely rendition of the Tyrannosaurus Rex here. The bottom of the box features a sort of one-time assembly how-to. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but it is there for reference in case you are a little unsure of how best to put in this tail. Alright, now for the hardest part of any of my reviews, unboxing this girl. And it's going to be particularly challenging for me today because this box art is just So beautiful, so nostalgic, so well done. I mean, honestly, if you're a collector, this might be one of the figures that I recommend picking up two of, because it is simply beautiful stuff. Mattel did a fantastic job both with the figure itself and the box art, and you know, if they ever go on sale sometime down the road, I myself will most likely end up picking up a second one, but that is a problem for the future. So without further ado, we are going to cut Rexy loose. So here it is, bringing in the scissors. Oh man, that's the worst. So we've got one thing holding her in there. I believe there's probably a second one somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly. I don't see it up here. It might be just down here. The tail kind of keeps her in. There's one little strand holding in the tail here. My scissors are not really made for this kind of thing. Oh man, I got Rexy. Here, this is better. Oh, there we go. So the tail is just held in with one little strand there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go up the sides and see if I can't slide her out, because I don't want to force her out the front there. So there is a piece of tape up top here. Get that. Another right here in the middle. Get that. And then another right down the side here. There's that. You can maybe wiggle her out. Oh, I see. She's held in with two of those kind of screw attachments on the bottom here. So we're going to come to the side here and snip that here. Oops, there goes my microphone. That's a mess. Sorry about that, everyone. So, here I was thinking I'd just finally get up the nerve to just, you know, cut her loose. But no, I can't do that with this one. This world we live in. Okay. There, had to tear it there. So you got these little twist-on points here, so just turn those around, loosen them up, and you won't have any issues, it looks like. And then we've got a sort of bread tie. Frick, frack, my microphone keeps falling. I'm sorry for all that rough noise. So Rexy herself is now free. She's missing an important part, which is her tail, of course. So if you come down here, oh, this is just a mess on camera. Oh, there we go. Loosen those, loosen those. Pull the tail free. And then this is just junk now. I don't even want this anymore. So, here we can see Rexy without her tail. So, let us fit that in. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to refer to the bottom of the box. And you can see kind of how it's supposed to slide in there. It's not very clear, actually. Let's see. I want to say it's like this. Right? Does that look right to everyone? Seems to line up okay with me. All the ridges seen in the right place. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so just a quick snap into place, and it's in. It's not going anywhere. But there is our T-Rex standing in all of her glory. And wow, that is just awesome. I cannot wait to give you guys a closer look here. So if we take a look at the head of this T-Rex, this is what we needed. This is the T-Rex as it should have been 25 years ago in toy form. I mean, the original Kenner stuff is awesome, yes, but there was always something about them that didn't look like the T-Rex from the movie. I mean, they look dinosaur, but not like the T-Rex from the movie. Here we have the spitting image. I mean, it's as simple as that little black dot pupil in the yellow eye. That is what it needed to be. It seems so simple, yet it always seemed to get wrong in all the other toys, but the detail on this model is insane. I mean, look at all of those wrinkles and folds of skin sagging down around the throat region and running across the dorsal region, the cross-hatched kind of leathery texture on the midsection, the veins surrounding the gut, the tensing muscles in the thigh, the vein running along the midsection of the tail. I mean, every sculptural detail has been addressed on this model, and it is absolutely phenomenal, and it goes all the way down to the end of the tail. If we go back up the other side, it's really the same story. You see lovely wrinkles, folds of skin, veins. Everything that was on the other side is here as well, and it is just as good. Mattel did not leave a speck of space unattended to on this model. And then we come back up to that beautifully detailed, lovely rendition of Rexy's head there. I mean, that is just awesome stuff. The feet on this model are a little oversized, but that is for balancing purposes, and I guess I can forgive it for that. But the toe claws are painted a nice, sleek black color with a little gloss. You've got lovely plate scaling running up the backs of the toes. And if we move up the leg, you can see, once we get to the ankle, some lovely musculature in the bulging calf region, the kneecap, tensing muscles in the thigh as if Rexy is ready to lunge forward. I mean, it is just all so great when it comes to the sculptural details of this model. I mean, just look at the kneecap. That is one little area of sculptural prowess, and you know, I mean, it's the little things that get me excited, and there's a lot of little things on this model. And speaking of little things, we come to those T-Rex arms, which feature some lovely musculature. The hand claws are not painted, which is kind of what I expect from Mattel at this point. I do wish they went the extra mile and did that for us. But, you know, they don't, which is unfortunate, but I guess I can forgive them for all the other good that they do. If we open the mouth and take a look at those teeth and the tongue, as you can see, the tongue is a nice, soft plastic, and the teeth are individually sculpted. The roof of the mouth and bottom of the mouth have been sculpted in the slightest, and there's a nice gloss covering the pink paint to give this a nice, wet, moist look, which I think is awesome. And then close that up and get another good look at that Rexy head. That is awesome. Going along the underbelly, you can see lovely sculpted wrinkles and veins in the gullet region, and some subtle texturing along the underbelly. I mean, Mattel really addressed everything on this particular sculpture. The back right foot features the Jurassic World Fallen Kindgom emblem, which has been moved from the thigh to the bottom of the foot, and the back left foot features that QR code that you can scan into your phone and get in on the Jurassic World fun on your phone. So if you want to do that, now is the time. Go ahead, use my code. Now, the underbelly features a sort of cream-colored paint, but it cuts off abruptly at the base of the tail, and the tail is just kind of this caramel color brown, both on the bottom and on the top. Speaking of paint, I do think this is another area that Mattel exceeded in. This is the T-Rex paint scheme. I mean, you've got a sort of caramel brown as the main color, a darker brown running across the dorsal region, and then the cream color on the underbelly and the throat region. But like that cream underbelly, if we take a look at the top dorsal striping here, you can see that the brown stops abruptly above the tail here. I do wish they carried it down. It would have made this model so much more complete and so much more appealing to the eye. Now, as far as articulation goes, you can move the neck and the head with each other. The head can go back and forth, up and down. Lots of different options for posing in this, just in this neck region alone, and it's got a very fluid movement to it as well. And then, of course, the jaw opens and you got this nice majestic roar. The arms can move forward and backwards, nothing too incredible there, just kind of what you would expect. And the legs can go backwards and forwards. They kind of have their snap-in points, as they always do with the Jurassic World toys. The feet can rotate in and out. Not sure why you would want to do that, I guess for more balance. And then the back right leg is the same. The tail can rotate around its insert point. And really, that's all there is to the posing options of this T-Rex. A lot of good stuff can come from this. Really good for dioramas. You can recreate scenes from the movie. You could probably even jam that jaw, so that way if you want it kind of stuck in a permanently open position, you could do that. And now she's not standing for me. Come on, you. I promise she stands on a good, solid surface. It's just my review space, but yes, a lot of good posing abilities here. Now for the action gimmick itself, if we take a look here, of course we have to, otherwise what kind of review would this be? The back of her neck features a button right there. All you gotta do is apply some pressure and it snaps open and shut, like so. I'm really not a huge fan of the angularity of this open mouth. I don't like how the upper jaw folds away along with the lower jaw. I mean, it just gives it this kind of broken jaw look, like a snake almost. And then the tongue just kind of moves forward slightly like a xenomorph. It doesn't look right, but I mean, they weren't kidding when they said gigantic bite, I guess. They delivered on what they promised us. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of bothered by how it opens. For a quick measurement, I'm going to bring in our trusty dusty tape measure and take a look from the back of the tail all the way to the front of the snout. You're looking at right around 18 inches long. Can't quite read the centimeters there, but from the base all the way to the highest point, you're looking at 8.5 centimeters, which is about 8.5 inches, which is about 21 centimeters. So not their biggest Rex by a long shot, but certainly a larger figure. For a size comparison, I went ahead and brought in the Legacy Collection Velociraptor, which has been reviewed on the channel. Link is down in the description, but just look at this. Look at how perfectly we can recreate that iconic scene from Jurassic Park. Mattel really gave us a lot of good stuff to recreate our favorite moments from the films. Kids are going to love these, collectors are going to love these, and of course, we had to bring in our still reigning champion for favorite dinosaur toy from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom lineup. It is none other than our good buddy, Carnage the Carnotaurus, who's thinking he might have a better shot against this T-Rex since she's smaller, but Carnage should know better than to mess with the Queen, regardless of size. And you kind of saw it in our intro video, but here is that Gallimimus tack pack dinosaur in the jaws of the T-Rex for a better look at the size. It makes a great snack for the T-Rex and looks just like the film, so great job on Mattel's part for that as well. And of course, we've got our good buddy Chris Pratt, who is trying his darndest to stand still lest he should be seen by the T-Rex, but he should know better. That really only works in the movies. But, you know, bless him for trying. He's still gonna get it today. Poor Chris Pratt, he should have known better. Well, everyone, that is going to do it for our look at the new for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Legacy Collection Extreme Chompin' Tyrannosaurus Rex by Mattel. Overall, this is a fantastic model, sculpturally speaking. I have a few nitpicks with its proportions overall. Its feet seem a little big. It seems a little small in comparison to other dinosaurs. And the paint job, how the underbelly coat and the dorsal striping just stop at the tail, really rubs me the wrong way. But beyond that, it is a fantastic feature, or figure, and the action feature, though a little weird, is fun for kids. I mean, as you can see, it can hold little human figures in its mouth, and, you know, kids are gonna love that. Now for the golden question, who done it better, Kenner, Mattel, or Hasbro? Hasbro is right out the door right away, but between Mattel and Kenner, I'm going to give this one to Mattel, simply because out of all the T-Rex toys we have gotten from Jurassic films in the past, this is the first one that actually looks like its movie counterpart. Kenner toys were fantastic, but very few of them actually looked like their movie counterpart, and that is where Mattel absolutely trumps Kenner. As always, I would love to hear what you guys think of this model. Do you own it yet? Are you going to pick it up? What is your favorite dinosaur from the Legacy lineup? Do you agree with me that Kenner has lost the crown in this particular battle? Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments section below. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Your support means the world to me, and if you feel we've earned it today, don't be afraid to let us know by hitting that like button, and don't forget to subscribe on the way out for more Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom reviews coming your way soon. That'll do it for us, and goodbye.